Hey, welcome back, everybody, to more MSQ playthrough. We are in Dawntrail, and it feels good. Every now and then, I've been catching myself throughout this playthrough in this new expansion, just reminding myself that, you know, it's supposed to be like a vacation. The world isn't completely in disarray. We're not on the verge of destruction, and we're meant to have fun. And it's been fun, and it's felt. One of the things I know this is taking time away from the MSQ, but one of the things in interviews leading up to the release of Dawntrail, Yoshi P mentioned was that this is a whole new saga. Like, we've spent the last 10 years leading up to and completing a full arc story with the Convocation, with the Asians, with everything in that regard. That came full circle. That's seen its completion. And now this is a new decade. This is a new era, and it's unknown, and it's new, and it's fresh, and it's felt that way. Like, it's come across that way. And it feels really nice. I just wanted to say that. Anyways, let's pop into it.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
Oh, so it's not a Z, it's a Sh. The X is a SH. Shobrit. Shabra. Shabral.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Who is that? I didn't get a real good look at. It was so fast. They were wearing sort of like blue clothing, and they looked like a Mamusha.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honor
Ketenram?
here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You
So-
do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest.
I just want to quickly note and mention that in his traveling party, he has I believe one of each of the feats or the communities. Like he's got the Yakoi, he's got the Hanu, Hanu. I didn't see a Pelu Pelu. I did see a Zabral. I did see a Mobby or a Moblin, and then he's got Kenton Ram.
By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I.
Oh, there is a
I
Pelu
know
Pelu.
we are
There is a Pelu Pelu, and there's two Zabrals.
together, we triumph
Oh no, one
over
Zabral
Valigarmanda.
and a Hetsaro, I think it is, or Shishitaro, or I forget what the native tongue is for the Viera.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Who was watching? Whoever it was, they're the reason why we had the
So
echo.
began that legendary banquet.
Who could it have been?
One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chabral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chabral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Triggered the echo.
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
I don't think so. Nah. Just nah. It triggered the echo. There ain't no way. Papa really did love to live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures, and we're doing the same now. Wukivo has given us valuable insight into the origins of Zibruk Pibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves. Unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true, especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamachi, MSQ, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here, this soil has been recently overturned. Ooh, someone buried a box. Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are. Fresh Najul leaves. Unmuruk's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukivu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance, and with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanohano's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolao and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. Now I take my leave. Cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbraksh. If I try to recreate the eye color of this character, I would not be able to do it. No. Such a unique color. It's somewhere on the wheel in the spectrum of colors for sure, but like, good luck finding it. Glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Sorry, 1 second. Said I sent a text to my mom. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Wook-Evil came along and helped us find them. Wook-Evil was here? I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Galul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little. To achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Orianji and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer. Spoken like a true expert. Erinville and I found a brook, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that a hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield akioke. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the Abruk. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
They actually were doing shit?
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Yes. I'm air fisting right now. Yes. Fuck you.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
I like how you're just gonna stand there, but cool Jaja dumb shit the dumb fuck mystic, and talk about acting tough all you like when your bitch ass got snuffed by Zoralja one time, hit in the hip, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, we're hurting, we can't fight, and then be like, oh no, we should retreat, bitch ass. Fuck you.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you.
Good job,
All
Crow.
that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see.
Oh, did they
While your
copy?
effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
So I was thinking that when we sense the presence of somebody at the battlefield, that it could have been them like copying us, but it still wouldn't explain the echo. So I don't think that's what it was.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Have them eat it. Have them eat our tacos.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
You're not so bright, are you?
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
is delicious.
Unbothered.
The herb so
Good for
tender
you.
It melts in your mouth, and the way the Najuli rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
I'll give you something to choke on, bitch. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
He's too used to eating Charlian bread. Don't mind him.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of Repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any shipbook people left? I could really use another helping.
We love a woman that can put it away. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody who's gonna be all dainty with their food. I want someone who's gonna go to town, go ham, destroy that Ibruk zippy bill. Oh damn! Sorry, all up in you. So good. I'm already looking forward to having Zibruk Bibil again. Here, MSQ. Krau made some more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? I think we did in fact just get some. New wares are now available from the Zabral merchant. New wares, huh? Interesting. There it is, Zubrik Bibil. We also have pants, chest, dark mahogany, and a weapon. Whoa. Completely different. Feels a little Vieira. I like the weapons. Weapons are interesting. Very Turali. Seeing as now we face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The T and Beck traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jartika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the pass is underway though, so I'm hopefully we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds, if Erenvale would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purposed visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right! Mabu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us? Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. It's cool. That's cool. A foreign mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hunmuruk. He was already Zabraj then. Baby girl? It couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Maybe her mom? Use the opportunity for me to not clear my throat to do his voice. Won't be able to do that again. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbraj roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbraj, Master Galuf. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yakui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes. Before they withdrew to Urkapacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yakui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Jatika heartland. Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, MSQ. May I request a moment of your company? Go on. We'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. This is massive. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Krau's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklomat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Jabra, so when she arrived the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. Years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jartika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Momolja and Zabra had learned to live in peace, but who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Zabra. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in this cenote. I gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn servant Kulul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Zabra, fate had a greater plan for Wuklomat. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Jabra still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawn servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuli Olal, but a concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. We just got some boots. Great. Great. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the Third Promise waiting. Upon speaking with Lukamat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Make sure that you have enough time because you're trash. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Myself. More coffee. You're back. So what did Human Rook want? I can't tell you that. You always want to know what your papas want to know. Yeah, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. It's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the Tienbeck traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. And I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Somebody kidnaps her, I'm gonna riot. Okay, just the way the camera looked. I was like, who's watching her? And that does sound tempting. Somebody's definitely watching. A moment, promise. You're one of Bakul Jajas. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Move my mic a little and get comfy.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
You're seriously that predictable? You're gonna try to steal the keystone again? My god. Wait. Why is...
Oh, Morok! Bakuljaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Predictable. Bakul Jaja, you dumbass fucking bitch.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuklamat. Bitch.
You dare call us cowards?
And bitches.
I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
I have a feeling we're about to play as Wuklamat. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Let's get into position. Move the mic. In this battle, you will play as Wuklamat. Through skillful combat, Wuklamat will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. I like the lighting on her. It's sick. Alright, can we do this first try? Actually, before we get into it. Okay, so we've got combos. More combos. Yeah, there's a little bit of a heal. There's a ranged attack. There's a rush, and then a limit break.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces. I'll cut you to shreds.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
What? I was not even facing that way.
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still plagues are part of the parade, warrior.
Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Which one goes first? I don't know. Fuck.
What? Can't keep up.
Take this. Kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
It's time we finished. This is the end for you, kitten.
No, I wasn't. No. I can't. It's fucking. Ugh. It snapshots you. It does not fucking snapshot you. Annoying. Why aren't you healing?
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn Servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel!
I will be the next Dawn Servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last! That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack! This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Maruk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Yeah, you said if I interfere that... Man, you're a pussy-ass bitch. I hate you. Bitch. First try on your bitch ass. Trash. Boo, you trash. Smell like shit. Yeah, we'll take those back.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
It's your trash.
You
ASMR, you're trash.
Dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No.
I don't care. I don't care, dude. Do whatever you want to do, Yoshi P. With all the sad stories and the sappiness, I'm not gonna feel bad for him. I don't give a shit.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
At least they have that. Like, at least they have their fucking word. Above all else, I guess.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
Oh, I didn't even real. I just barely looked at the recording time. We're okay. That's gonna do it for this one. I didn't realize we were already at an hour. I was actually, for the first time, at least in this expansion, I've been focused and enveloped in whatever was going on, but like, that was really, I don't know. I think because I also have, like, I can relate to Hunar Rook and Wuklamad, and like, that's his daughter and everything. So anyways, long story short, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.